Hi everyone, I'm Lori. Welcome to my channel, Lori's Little Designs and Crafts. If you are a returning subscriber, welcome back. And if you are new to the channel, thank you so much for being here. I am so happy to have you with us today. Make sure you hit subscribe so you never miss an upload. So today we are doing my 6-month diamond painting in review. So I know a lot of other diamond painting creators actually do like month in review videos. Because I am a little slower than the average diamond painter, I actually don't do that. I thought it made more sense for me to do them every 6 months rather than every month. So we're gonna do one now and then I'll do another one at the end of the year. If you guys would rather see one maybe every quarterly, like every 3 or 4 months, I am open to that suggestion if that's something you guys want to see. So let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. But we are going to go over the projects that I completed in the last 6 months. I'm really excited to kind of revisit some of those. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, hi everyone. Welcome to a different kind of overhead view. I'm actually trying out a different camera angle today. I don't know how well this is gonna work. I wanted to try something new because I wanted to see how much of these pieces I could get in the camera frame without having to navigate too terribly much. So you are definitely seeing some things off the side of my table. My table is not that big. It's actually really narrow. So like there's a cat cube over there, and then like you can see some of my desk under my desk over there, so I am sorry for that. I'm gonna try this out and see how it works for us this time. But this is the first kit that I completed this year in 2025. I do have my logbook here that I am going to be referencing to give you guys some of my like just thoughts and opinions real quick, and the stats, of course, of the paintings. So this one is Cozy Christmas by Rita Konya. It is from Diamond Art Club. It is a square drill canvas. It had 58 colors. It was pretty big. It was 27.6 by 37 inches and had 105,937 diamonds. So this was my first finish for 2025, which is funny because obviously Christmas was over in December, but I started this on November 17th of 2024, and I didn't finish it until January 19th of 2025. I worked on the canvas during jingle drills and I didn't finish it in time. Just how it worked out. If you guys want to see like a super deep dive of this canvas, I did do a post review of it. I'll link it down in the video description below in case you want to check that out. But I love this canvas. I loved everything about it. It was a big project to work on, especially around the holiday season. I think I might have chosen too big of a project, a bit off more than I could chew, I think, but I really enjoyed working on the canvas. I loved all of the small little details in this, like the detailings on her quilt and the tree and the bookshelf. Like everything about this was absolutely wonderful, and I would almost do it again. I'm not gonna lie. I would totally almost do this one again. One of my favorite things about this canvas was the special drill placement. So those string lights up at the top of that little book nook, all of those are special drills. So like the insides of those lights are fairy dust, and then the outside, the white, the white are fairy dust as well, but there is an AB against that fairy dust, and it just makes it look like those lights are simply just glowing off of the canvas. There's also some iridescent diamonds sprinkled in the tree too that I thought was really beautiful. So I really love this one. It was my first finish of 2025. It was a big one. And I'm not gonna lie, Rita Konya or Aria Illustrations has actually become one of my favorite artists this year. So I'm excited to pick up more of her pieces and work on those. So let me go ahead and get out the second canvas that I finished in 2025. All right, canvas number 2. So here's canvas number 2. This one is called Books Spicy Coffee Icy by Mia from Roseberry Sunset. And this canvas was from Fallon Gems. It is a square drill kit. It does have resin drills. It was 50 colors, and this one was actually a really manageable size. It was only 19.6 by 19.6 inches. That translates to 50 by 50 centimeters, and it had approximately 40,804 diamonds. It was my second finish for the year. I started it on January 20th, and I finished it on February 8th. So I finished it in 19 days, which is really, really quick for me. I don't always have the capability to diamond paint every single day. So my average, like for project completions, is like maybe one a month unless I do multiple small projects. So I was really, happy with how quickly I completed this one. So this was the first canvas that I ever completed from Fallon Gems. I did do a post review on this one. If you do want to see it, I will link it again down in the video description, but I'll just link that playlist. I've done a couple post reviews. I haven't done like a whole bunch of them. It'll be easy to find. I had a couple issues with this particular canvas. My biggest issue was the amount of trash drills that I found. I ran into so much trash in this kit that I almost ran out of a couple colors, and it was just no bueno. It was every single color. It wasn't just the dark colors. It wasn't just the light colors. It was every single color. And the 310s specifically actually had round drills mixed in with the square drills, which is not good because when companies weigh out drills to send you, that'll throw off the weight of the bags. So I almost ran out of 310. That was kind of scary, but I didn't. I did email Fallon Gems and give them some feedback, and I had an interesting experience with that. And I actually did end up getting a response. So if you watch my post review for this, you will definitely hear how disappointed I was in the customer service experience. So what ended up happening was Fallon Gems actually messaged me back on Instagram because I had emailed them like twice and never got a response. And I had questions and stuff. And then I sent them an email on Instagram and waited and never got a response. And then finally I did get a response back. Turns out that the email address that they had on their website and pinned to their Instagram was no longer being used, which is the one that I was using to reach out and contact them. So that's obviously an issue, right? So I resent my emails per their request to their new email address, and they responded back and told me that they were working on quality control for their kits. So there is that, and I am happy to hear that. And honestly, I may try another Fallon Gems kit maybe next year to see if the quality has changed any. I really hope it does, because I did complete another kit from Fallon Gems that you are going to see in just a couple minutes, and I had a completely opposite experience. So this kit, I think it's okay. I think the image is more heavily computer rendered, and I say that because there was a bunch of unnecessary confetti that could have been cleaned up by a person if it was more like hand rendered or hand charted. And if I had known that prior to purchasing, I actually would have sized up on this. I think for its size, it works, especially when you stand back and look at it. But when you're really close to it, it looks kind of blurry. Like it looks more, I don't want to say blurry, it has more of a soft render, so to speak. I think it came out really cute. I do. The drills are really sparkly. I really loved how sparkly the drills are. So yeah, this is my second finish for the year. Okay, so my third finish of 2025 is this cute, adorable little pumpkin spice latte. This is just so stinking cute. It is very, very tiny. It was a fun snack size project. Look at the sparkle on that. Isn't it gorgeous? I love this so much. So this is Pumpkin Latte. The artist is Crimson Taylor. This one is also from Fallon Gems. This one was a round, and these are acrylic rounds. It had 25 colors, 7.87 inches by 7.87 inches, or 20 by 20 centimeters, with approximately 5,041 diamonds, and again was my third finish of 2025. I started it on February 9th, and I finished it on February 11th. So this was a very quick finish for me. Again, this is also from Fallon Gems. I had a completely different experience with this kit versus the other kit that we just looked at. I had no issues with this at all. The quality was great on this one. I have never worked with acrylic gems before, and the quality was perfect. I loved it. I think they're very, very sparkly. I think this render is super, super cute. I think this might have had a more hand touch on the render, honestly, especially when I looked at like the special drill placement and everything like that. But it's a very clear image. It's so cute, and it was so fast to complete. I did run into one little issue on this one where there was like the symbol number 8 and the symbol B on the canvas, and they were right next to each other. And if you weren't paying attention, you could totally mix those up. Fallon Gems did tell me that they are working on changing that when they responded to my email. So that, I'm happy to hear that, and I'm excited about that. Because I originally put down the wrong color. I was like, oh crap. I was like, there's an 8 and a B, and they looked so similar. It was crazy, even with a light board underneath of it. But overall, I really liked working on this. I wouldn't hesitate to pick up more of these little snack size kits from Fallon Gems, honestly. I would not, at least not in the rounds. I might hesitate to pick them up in squares, but the rounds, no, I would totally do it again. So this was my third canvas for the year. Let me go ahead and get out our next one. Okay, so technically this next one isn't a canvas. It's a sticker project, but I'm counting it as a finish because I loved it, and it was a bigger sticker, so I actually do have it in my sticker book right here. This is so stinking cute. Let me just get you closer. Look how cute that is. Don't you just love the chibi Sailor Moon? She's adorable. I love this so much. So this is Moon Guardian Cutie, and the artist is, I think it's called, or pronounced Denick. I think I'm pronouncing that right. I apologize if I'm not. This is from Diamond Delights. It is a square drill, 15 colors. It is 4.7 by 6 inches. I do not know how many diamonds, so I can't attribute to my total diamond count for the year. But this is just so stinking cute. I love this so much. And it was my 4th finish of the year. It took me a day, so I started it on February 12th, and I finished it on February 13th. I know not a lot of people count stickers for their finishes, but I am counting it as a finish because I took the time to work on it, and it was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed it, and I wanted to remember it. So I love this so much. So this was actually the first project that I've ever worked on from Diamond Delights, but I do own a handful of projects from them. Their drills, so the quality was really good on their drills. I didn't have any issues with quality or anything. But they feel bigger to me than other diamond painting companies. And that's not a bad thing because I didn't have any gapping at all. There was no gapping on my cute little sticker. But they just felt like bigger and fatter to me. I really liked working with them, honestly. And I loved how she charted the special drills on her bow and then up here on her forehead and her headband. It's so stinking cute. So yeah, this was my 4th finish from 2025. Let me go ahead and get out the next one. Okay, next up I have mini canvases. So this is the retro edition from Paint Gem. This is a square resin drill kit, 38 colors, 16 canvases. They're all 4 by 6 inches, and the total kit has 11,773 diamonds. I worked on this kit from March 3rd to April 4th of 2025. It was my 5th finish for the year, and I worked on this as part of the diamond painting event for March Mini DP Madness. 16 little canvases. This was such a fun set to work on, and it was the first kit that I've ever worked on from Paint Gem, and I will definitely be going back for more. It was also the first mini set I ever attempted. I never did a post review on this. At least I don't think I did. I don't think I did. No. I intended to, and then just life happened that I never got around to it. I don't know if I will go back and do a post review for this one. If you guys want to see it, let me know. Sure. I am going to give you some thoughts and stuff right now. So I had like no trash, and that was great because I know during the event, other people were working on this kit and they had issues with trash in the 310 drills. I didn't have that. I didn't have that at all. These canvases were very relaxing to work on. I actually had a lot of fun working on them. I made a bunch of like short form content out of these when I was working on them, and that was a lot of fun to do. Everything was really good quality. Everything is so sparkly, and just the amount of detail that came through on these, I was very impressed. I will tell you, I do have some favorites, and I'm gonna show you my favorites. So this one over here is probably my top favorite. Oh my goodness. It is storming. I'm so sorry if you guys heard that. That scared me. It spooked me a little bit. So this one is my absolute favorite. It has a little Game Boy. Like, I love this so stinking much. And then my second favorite would probably be the Nintendo game controller right here. Let me pull that out and show you guys. So these were so much fun to work on. This definitely is a callback to like the 90s and 80s era for sure. If you have never worked on a paint gem set before, highly recommend. They have a bunch of different theme sets out there. There's something for everyone. Definitely go check it out. But again, that was my 5th finish for 2025. So let me go ahead and get out the next project. I told you guys I was a Sailor Moon fan, right? Okay, just checking. So this is Serenity with the Moon by Lorennis from Jaded Gem Shop. This is clearly inspired by Sailor Moon, just so we're clear. It is a square resin drill kit. It had 38 colors. It was a 50 by 70 centimeter, which translates to 19.6 by 27.5 inches. 56,000 diamonds approximately. And I worked on this kit for Jaded Jamboree in 2025. 6th finish for the year. Worked on it from February 14th through April 6th is when I finished that one. This was my first kit from Jaded Gem Shop, and I will be purchasing so many more because it was absolutely fantastic. I did a full post review on this, and I'm gonna do my best not to gush over this kit for the next couple minutes. If I do, I'm sorry. I love this so much. I loved everything about this so much. I love the artwork. I think that Jade did a fantastic job at hand rendering this, and I am really excited to see what else she can do with some of the pieces that she carries. Some of my favorite parts of working on this were the butterflies. These butterflies have these beautiful crystals in all of their wings. And actually, this was the kit that I figured out that I really love working with like floral designs. I don't know, there was something really satisfying about diamond painting all of these flowers. And I loved it. I really did. I think the shading is beautiful in her dress and up in the sky. That entire moon up there is nothing but crystals. It's 3 different colors of crystal, and that was a lot of fun to watch like come together. But this entire canvas, it was just a beautiful treat to see it come to life. I am a huge Sailor Moon fan. It's very nostalgic for me because I love Sailor Moon growing up. And that has continued into my adult years, and I am not ashamed. I am not ashamed. My inner child is very happy. I would do this canvas again. That's how much I loved it. I would do it again in a heartbeat, like no questions asked. I have probably, I couldn't even tell you how many Sailor Moon character related kits I have wish listed from Jaded Gem Shop because there's so many. And there are other shops out there that have like fan artwork for Sailor Moon. Like even Diamond Art Club has a series from Roy Tren where he has depicted the Sailor Guardians in like goddess form. And I've been collecting those. I haven't done any of them because I'm waiting until the last like 2 released before I start on them. And they're kind of like, I guess you can say they're part of my rainy day stash, so to speak. But this kit was absolutely amazing. It was a great experience. If you are a Sailor Moon fan and you like this artwork, Jade has done this justice, and I highly recommend. So far, this is probably my favorite kit from the entire year so far. So I'm gonna stop it there. I'm gonna stop it there. I could keep talking about this kit. I could. I'm gonna stop there though. Again, this was my 6th finish for 2025. Next up, we have this adorable snack-sized cutie from Jada Gem Shop. This is Lovers by the Witchy Stitcher from Jada Gem Shop. Square resin drills, 18 colors. It is very, very, very small. It's 12 by 28 centimeters or 4.72 by 11 inches. 5,376 diamonds approximately. This is my 7th finish for the year. Again, I worked on this during Jada Jamboree. I started it on April 6th and I finished it on April 17th. So this artwork was so much fun to work on. I did not do a post review of this. I'm actually thinking about doing all of the pieces in this set because there is a collection of them. I'm thinking about doing all the pieces in the set and then doing like one giant post review, although that might be like a year from now because I actually haven't bought them all either. So maybe I will. I'll just do like a completed video and show them all. I think it'd be really cool to see them all like lined up together. So again, this is my second kit from Jada Gem Shop ever. I loved the artwork on this so much. Look at the aliens and the colors. This was just so stinking cute. So this is a really interesting take on tarot cards, more or less. The Witchy Stitcher has more, I don't want to say it's dark artwork because this is actually very bright and very fun, but the Witchy Stitcher has done a very interesting take on these tarot cards as cross stitch patterns, and Jade and the Witchy Stitcher partnered to turn them into diamond paintings. A lot of them are available in her store. I love them. I love this so much. I own 3, I think 3, and there's like, what, 12, 24? There's a lot. I don't know. There's a bunch of them. So stinking cute though. I can't wait to work on the others. I love the cat up there on the top of the rainbow. Just look at this. Just look at this. This was so much fun to work on. Truly it was. There are special drills in here. I think they're all fairy dust though. Or not fairy dust, glitter drills. So again, that was my 7th finish for the year. Let me go ahead and get out the next one. Okay, so here is our next canvas. Isn't she gorgeous? I love this so much too. I'm gonna say that about every project that I work on, because the thing is I only buy artwork that I love. So when I go to work on it, I love working on it, I really do. So this is Girl by Hiroko from Enablers Outpost. This is a square drill kit, 52 colors, 50 by 70 centimeters or 19.6 by 27.5 inches, approximately 56,000 diamonds, and is my 8th finish for the year. I started this on April 17th and I finished it on June 22nd. So I actually worked on this for more than a month. Took me a little bit longer because I had some life stuffs going on, so I didn't get to work on it as much as I would have liked. This is my first canvas from Enablers Outpost, and I have to say that I am impressed. I do not yet have a full post review on this one. I haven't had time to record it. I am going to be recording it very soon, so it will be available after this video goes live. But this is it's so cute. I love Hiroko's artwork. Hiroko is a Japanese artist, and she has a very stylized portfolio that it like heavily emphasizes like Japanese anime-ish culture and characters and colors. So this thing it was a pastel dream. It really was. There's so many bright pinks and blues and florally beautifulness. Like, just the way this translated to diamond art, like you can tell like the flowers look like they're from like an anime novel. Like they truly do. The whole character, it has that anime vibe. I really love it. I love how this turned out. I'm not going to talk a whole lot on this one right now because I do want to give like my full thoughts and everything in my post review, but I loved this so much. Let me tell you, her eyes were so much fun to work on, and I love how they look and how they turned out. I really do. I think they're absolutely stunning and beautiful. All the details were really clear on this one when it was finished. I didn't have any quality issues either, and there are special drills in here, but no ABs. It was all glitter drills, and I think it suits this artwork perfectly. I think ABs might have been too striking for this artwork. So I think the glitter drills were a very, very good choice for this. So again, this was my 8th finish for the year. Okay, so on to my 9th and final finish of the year. This is the Rainbow Edition from Diamond Art Club. It's a mini set, obviously, because there are 6 little mini canvases. This is a square drill set, 19 colors, 4 by 6 inches, and there's 6 of them, 4,217 diamonds. I started this on June 25th, and I finished it on June 30th, so I finished these 6 canvases in like 5 days. It was great. This was the first mini dazzle set that I worked on from Diamond Art Club, and I will be picking up more. I love this. All of the drills in their mini dazzle lines are fairy dust and ABs. They're only special drills. I think that is so stinking cool. I don't have anything negative to say about this. I had a really enjoyable experience. I had a lot of fun making like little short videos over on TikTok for these too. And the colors are so stinking bright. I love the colors. It was the perfect little snack size piece for the month of June, especially with June being Pride Month. It really boosted my mood a lot during that month, so I really enjoyed working on these. So, between all 9 of the projects that I have completed for the year, I placed a total of 362,188 diamonds, which is absolutely incredible, really. I never thought that I would have placed that many diamonds. So it was really interesting to actually add all those up and see how many diamonds I've placed so far for the year. I'm excited to see what that number is going to be by the end of the year, too. So now that I've shown you what I've completed for the year, let me go ahead and get out what I'm currently working on, just to give you guys a snapshot of what there is yet to come. Okay, so the first WIP that I am taking with me into the second half of the year is the 2025 Diamond Art Club calendar. I unboxed the calendar at the beginning of the year. If you haven't seen the unboxing and you want to see it, I'll link it down in the video description below. But how this works is that there is a diamond painting for every single month. So I have completed January. It's a cute little snowman. I've actually done more than just up to, what is this, the month of July? So this is February. It was a cute little truck. March was this basket of, watering can of flowers. April was a bunny rabbit. Little bunny rabbit with a little basket of eggs. Super cute. I don't remember what May was. Oh, a bicycle. Okay, so May was a bicycle. I am so sorry if you guys can hear it thundering. It is raining cats and dogs outside. It is terrible. So there is May. June was an anchor. And then I have done July. It's a tropical coconut drink. Super cute. And then I've also done, I think I've done August. Yeah, okay, so August is a mermaid. I don't think I've done anything past August. No, I have not done anything past August, so September is not done. So I have been working on this calendar. I'm going to continue working on it. I will probably be doing a full post review on this when I finish it at the end of the year. And I'm going to be very transparent about this right now. I will not be picking this up next year. It's killing me. It is killing my heart and soul because I have to single place every single diamond because of the type of project it is, and I can't live like this. So I am going to finish it this year, but I'm not picking up a second one next year. It's just my personal preference. So let me go ahead and show you the big canvas that I am currently working on. I'm really excited about this one. Okay, so here is my current giant work in progress project canvas that I've got going on right now. It's actually pretty big. I think this might be the biggest canvas that I've worked on this year. I can't remember the size. I don't have the stats in front of me, so I do apologize. But this is Dragon Riders by Chrysabug, and it is from Jaded Gem Shop. It is a square drill kit. As you guys can see, I've done about 3 rows, and I'm not halfway done yet. Like, this is a pretty big canvas. I don't know how much of this I'm going to be able to get in frame, even from this angle. There we go. There's the sort of the bottom of it's down here. But this is my current WIP. This is going to take me a hot minute. There is a lot of color blocking in here, so it is going a lot faster than I thought it was going to. I'm obsessed with this. If you want to see the unboxing for it, I did unbox this on my channel. I'll link it down in the video description below if you want to see it. But this is Fourth Wing fan art, and I'm obsessed. Obsessed. I love how the dragons up there have turned out, and all of the shading in the arch behind our main beautiful characters. That has been a lot of fun to work on as well. There's a lot of fairy dust back there. And then Jade has done this thing with some ABs that are scattered in like pretty much throughout the entire canvas, but they're scattered in a way that it makes it look like there's like embers falling. And it's really cool. This has been an absolute treat to work on. I'm really excited to finish it, even though I'm gonna be kind of sad when it's done. But this is my big project that I'm currently taking into the second half of the year. So to wrap all of that back up, I completed a total of 9 projects so far this year. I placed a total of 362,188 diamonds, and I currently have 2 WIPS to take into the second half of the year. So I want to thank you guys so much for spending time with me today. I hope you enjoyed seeing the projects that I've completed so far. I know I mentioned this at the start of the video, but if you do want to see more like month in review types of videos more often, let me know, because if there is like I guess more of a demand for that kind of thing, I might bump these up to every like 2 or 3 months. I don't think I could do them every month because there are some months where I don't complete anything. So I am open to that. Let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below. I would also love to know how many projects you have finished so far this year. Let me know. I want to hear all about it. Thank you guys so very much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to leave a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe if you have not done so already. I would love to have you. I hope you have a very good day. I hope you have a very good week. I hope it is not storming where you are, and I will see you guys soon. Bye!